Hurricane Idalia is already bringing big waves and rough seas to the Cayman Islands, and now it is headed toward Florida. People in the Sunshine State boarding up windows and filling sandbags before the storm hits. A satellite view of Idalia from space shows the storm preparing to take aim at Florida. And want to show you a live look from Cape Coral, Florida. We're showing dark clouds right now. You're starting to see really low visibility there as clouds are rolling in as this storm gets closer. Good afternoon, and thanks so much for joining us today for Fox 5 News at 4. I'm Christine Spiro. Hurricane Idalia is set to make landfall in Florida tomorrow morning. Cuba has already seen intense rain and strong winds from the storm. It's packing 70-mile-per-hour winds and heavy rain as it's hitting Cuba's western tip in this video. More than 8,000 people evacuated their homes and sought emergency shelter. Now, Idalia is expected to be a Category 3 hurricane with winds of up to 120 miles an hour when it hits Florida. Evacuation orders are in place for the state's west coast, and Highway Patrol is going door to door to remind residents of the mandatory evacuations.
We have shelters, we have ways of keeping you safe, but you have to listen to what the experts are saying and act right now.
Thousands of National Guard members and airmen remain on standby ahead of Idalia's arrival, and utility crews are in position to respond to any outages. The governor says getting the power back on is a top priority after the storm passes. Now, here at home, Governor Brian Kemp has declared a state of emergency for all of Georgia. South Georgia could see heavy rain and damaging winds as the storm moves through on Wednesday. GEMA and Georgia Homeland Security have activated the state's storm center. They'll use the operations center to coordinate efforts among local agencies so they can get supplies to those who need them most. Let's get over to Fox 5 Storm Team meteorologist Jeff Hill with the latest track on Idalia. Jeff?
All right, Christine, here's a look at what's happening right now. Idalia is down in the Gulf of Mexico, continues to move to the north at about 15 miles an hour, and it continues to strengthen a little bit. Expected to get up to maybe 125 by the time it curves over toward the Big Bend area. And we have another hurricane, too. We still have Franklin out here all the way out in the Atlantic Ocean. But let's focus in on what's happening with Idalia right now. And here's a look at the latest observation advisory from the National Hurricane Center. Winds of 90 miles an hour, so it has strengthened a little bit. The next advisory comes in at 5 o'clock, moving to the north at 15 miles an hour. Right now, it's 240 miles southwest of Tampa. You can see some of these outer bands now starting to lash the west coast of Florida. The center still way out in the Gulf of Mexico, where the waters are very warm, 87, 88 degree temperatures on those water sea surface temperatures. But anyways, here comes Idalia, makes its way up toward that Big Bend area, winds of about 125 miles an hour. It's going to move inland right around Statesboro by tomorrow evening, north of Savannah, north of Charleston, moving into Myrtle Beach as we head into Thursday. And then after that, it'll start moving out in the Atlantic Ocean, and then it's going to be parked pretty close where Franklin is right now, just to the southwest of Bermuda. And who knows where it's going to go from there. And as far as the watches and warnings are concerned, hurricane watch warnings are already up for that Big Bend area. And take a look at some of these winds as it moves onshore. They're going to be a little bit higher than that, but close to about 75 miles an hour in areas in and around Tallahassee. But we'll have more on the impacts here in Georgia, and we've got a great weekend on the way coming up. We'll tell you all about that in a few minutes.
All right, looking forward to seeing that. Thanks, Jeff. We do have live team coverage of preparations for Hurricane Idalia. Fox 5 Storm Team meteorologist Jonathan Stacy is on his way to Valdosta, Georgia, but we begin with Ariel Placencia, who joins us live from Tampa tonight. And Ariel, what does it look like there right now?
Well, Christine, right now here in Tampa, we've got dark skies and that wind starting to pick up. We've had rain on and off all day, but I can promise you here, and there's no secret, obviously, wastewater and stormwater crews have been out and about in Tampa and, of course, the surrounding areas, really working to clear debris from those stormwater drains to get ready for all of that water that we are expecting in our area pretty soon. But, of course, preparations, those have been going on throughout the week. And if I could show you some video here, this is a surprise sight. The beach is completely empty. Businesses spend spending the past couple of days putting sandbags in front of their storefronts and, of course, plywood over the windows. Many who live on the water, of course, they still have Hurricane Ian on their minds from last year, so they are not taking any chances with Idalia. So before the storm moves in a little later on, local families really spending the beginning part of today packing up their belongings. We do have several mandatory evacuations in place in our area. For example, all areas west of US 19 in Hernando County, as well as those barrier islands in Pinellas County. Many residents told us they are moving more inland to wait out the storm, really hoping for the best, but of course preparing for the worst. Now, evacuations have also included nursing homes and residential health care facilities. In many cases, local county crews helped to make sure those residents got somewhere safe. Some local hospitals are also evacuating patients today and moving them to other facilities. And of course, we have a handful of shelters that are open in our area for anybody who needs them. Now, the governor was in our area yesterday in nearby Pinellas County, and I was at his press conference. He talked about fuel being stationed and positioned throughout the state, ready to respond to gas stations if and when they go down. And of course, he talked about linemen being ready to respond to power outages. That's a big concern here in the Tampa Bay area, especially with that storm surge and those strong winds, Christine, of those power utilities going down. And of course, getting crews in here as soon as possible to get them fixed, because you have hot temperatures as well.
Yeah, it seems like many there are heeding the warnings. Ariel Placencia reporting live from Tampa. Thanks so much. We continue our live team coverage with Fox 5 Storm Team meteorologist Jonathan Stacy, who is in Valdosta right now. And Jonathan, that part of the state could see big impacts from this hurricane.
Seemingly removed from the beach sides that we're so familiar with in Florida by about 50 miles. Valdosta and pretty much the entire South Georgia region under the threat for hurricane force winds over the next 24 hours. That said, we made it here in Valdosta about an hour ago. You can see I-75, that interstate that runs up the spine of Florida, takes you into Georgia. You're looking at northbound traffic right now. In fact, if you were standing where I am, you're about 150 miles to the south of Macon. It took us about 3.5 hours to get down here from Atlanta. And it's just really been a day of people trying to evacuate from Florida's Big Bend region and also from the Tampa Bay region, many of them taking I-75 to come back. This is why. Take a look at the track right here on our Fox 5 Storm Chaser radar. You can see it right here. This track, once again, all counties shaded in the red here under a hurricane warning. Here's the deal. We're in Lowndes County, the county seat of Valdosta. That's where Lowndes County is, right here. They're expecting 110-mile-per-hour winds over the next 24-hour period. So that is of great concern, and they are taking precaution here. All that said, I spoke with the chief of police here in Valdosta, and coming up at 5 o'clock, I will tell you what her main concern is as they try to get everybody safe tonight. For now, we're live in Valdosta. Jonathan Stacy, Fox 5.
Yeah, you got to think when people are evacuating Florida, they're heading up this way. So, Jonathan, thanks so much for perspective from there. We're going to have a look at the impact the hurricane could have on the Georgia coast coming up at 4:30. And remember, you can get the latest on the hurricane anytime on fox5atlanta.com and on the Fox 5 Atlanta app.